don't need to tell you a number. I can tell you from a living experience.
Anecdotal evidence is not strong evidence. This is
evidence? It's anecdotal. I live it. Oh,
yeah, that's the definition of anecdotal evidence.
Anecdotal evidence is reality.
What's going on, guys? James Klug here. Today we are at the 2020 Women's March, and we're talking to people about why we believe women are doing great with Trump as president. Let's go talk to some people. Women aren't doing well?
No, why do you think I'm out here?
Why? Wages are increasing for women. Unemployment rate is at an over 65-year low.
Women still do not have equal rights, and the administration...
What rights are you talking about?
Work, control of our own bodies.
Specifically about work? What do you mean? What do you mean work?
Salaries, not equal.
A lot of people are blaming Trump for everything, and it could be because they just disagree with him politically, which is totally fine. But I was hearing a lot of things from him being Hitler to him being, going to destroy the world.
He's basically an evil man, and he's basically all for himself, and that's all.
Women make about 70 cents to $1 on a man's salary. It's not right.
So that wage is actually inaccurate. So when you're talking about that calculation, you get that calculation by dividing the median earnings of full-time women by the median earnings of full-time men.
It's all about money.
And it is great. It's all about money. It should be all about money because women economically are thriving under Trump.
Women what?
Economically, financially.
What's the question?
Economically?
What's the question?
No, it was a statement. It doesn't include occupation, position, hours worked. It doesn't include education, none of that. You're taking across the board, which is either it's one of two things, okay? You're either lying to people by repeating it, which I hope you're not. You seem like a very nice person, or you don't know the facts.
I do know the facts, but I gotta go get some lunch, because the fact is, I'm hungry.
Okay, hey, bring me back something. No good study is ever just, hey, let's compare two things and draw a conclusion. No good study has ever been like that. So do you understand the flaw in that number and using that number? If it's so vague, do you think it's disingenuous to use it?
A little bit. I'm kind of sort of in the middle about that because...
We'll settle for a little bit. I took a step back and looked at the economic situation of women across the U.S. and across the world and what the administration is doing, and I was rather pleased. One thing that you were talking about, Trump, the Women, Peace, and Security Act. That's a global initiative. It's actually the first of its kind as well, which is working with other countries, trying to get women in places, break down barriers for women to get in places of power, to actually reduce terrorism, reduce conflict, because studies show...
Does he not even get by saying that how ridiculous it is? Does he not? Like, first of all, by the way...
Well, you interrupted me.
Why don't we start with what Donald Trump, we all know to be true, is that what Donald Trump has done is lie.
Well, hold on. Dispute what I was just talking about.
Beginning with the inauguration.
Women, Peace, and Security Act. Dispute what I was just talking about, please.
I don't need to do that because you want to.
Because you can't.
Whatever gives him more money and power.
So
if he actually really did care.
Let's say even if he's doing it for his own benefit, whether it be ego or something, if it's benefiting women, then who the hell cares?
It's not benefiting any women, period.
But yes, it is.
If you have a person in office, you can't just say, I'm going to tell you he's really good right here while he destroys the rest of things.
I'm telling him what's good that's happening globally.
You're telling something from a male perspective, so it still isn't going to matter.
Because I'm a male? You're very observant.
And I know, and I'm very wise. You will never know what it's like to be a woman. You can put on a pink shirt, and you
I'm not pretending to know. I'm not pretending to know what it's like to be a woman.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah. I mean, he's what would probably get my vote.
Are you dead ass serious right now? Are you a Trump supporter?
Trump will get my vote in 2020. Yes.
Get the out of my face.
But policy-wise, women are making more money. They're majority of
black women.
Huh?
Black women are not making more money.
Wages across the border up by 3% for the past 16.
More money. Black women are not. You do not know. I can say the same number.
And things are going really well for women. I mean, new jobs we have good new jobs coming in. Women's wages are increasing. Over 65-year low of women's unemployment. Women are continuing their streak of being the majority of college graduates since 1982. Not to mention over 7 million new jobs under Trump. Half of which have gone to women, and they're good jobs.
Like minimum wage jobs? Yeah. So
no. There's quite good jobs. In fact,
people are homeless? What are the numbers of homeless people?
I mean, Trump's not going to solve homelessness.
Really? That's what the president is supposed to do.
Solve homelessness?
There's not equal pay. No, there isn't
What's the
equal
wage
pay.
gap, really quick?
I don't need to tell you a number. I can tell you from a living experience. Women
Anecdotal
do not make
evidence is
equal
not
pay.
strong evidence. This
My
is come on.
evidence? It's anecdotal. I live it. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
that's the
such a-
definition of anecdotal evidence.
Anecdotal evidence is reality.
So when we look at the job growth also, we need to look at what kinds of jobs we're
Of course,
actually
and I already mentioned they're good jobs. Okay, manufacturing jobs are considered really good jobs,
Well,
right?
here, yeah,
There's both
they've
men
done
and
overseas
women.
shifts.
No,
So,
no,
okay,
no.
let's get out of economics first.
Well,
because
really
I
quick,
do think
let's
that
go
it's
back in.
important.
Let's go back in because that is super important. What you just said. You said what kind of jobs? Well, in the past 2 years, over 460,000 manufacturing jobs have been created. That's over 6 times. Over 6 times what Obama did in his last 2 years.
Oh, you're very fake news.
Okay, well, anyways, you guys, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Hopefully you can learn how to be respectful to people you disagree with.
What you're saying is not true. You're standing here in a pink shirt saying to people, I know this and I know this number. It's not your life.
I'm looking hella cute in this pink shirt, by the way.
I bought him that picture.
How about women earning $40,000 last year, getting a tax cut of about over $2,000? I mean, that's a great thing for women too, right?
You know
That's
what?
of course for men as well. Of course, it's across the board. I don't know why it's funny.
It's insufficient, is what I'm saying, and you're telling me
It's never
you're telling
enough,
me
is
that
what
you
you're saying.
$600 a year, that comes, when you break it down into months, into weeks, that's not that big a bump.
I didn't say
Not to mention
$600.
healthcare.
You know women make as much money as
No,
you for the
if
same
you-
job.
If you divide,
Well, then be quiet because you don't know. So then just
I
stop.
do know if you just let me talk instead of talking over me.
I can talk over you because you're telling me you know, and then I say how, and you say, well, I don't know.
You're not letting
No,
me
you
explain
don't.
it. Yeah. So, what number are you talking about? Are we talking about 70 cents to a man's dollar? What are we talking about?
Why do I have to give you a number between wage gap?
Because that chooses
That
what
means-
I'm breaking down for you. So if you were to do 77 cents to a man's dollar, that's only if you divide the median earnings of full-time women by the median earnings of full-time men. That's all that is. That doesn't account for occupation, education, hours worked. That doesn't account for any of that
Here's
stuff.
what is so
So it's
wonderful
disingenuous
about
to
you.
bring it up.
You're saying I'm disingenuous?
It's either A.
No, A. Am I disingenuous?
You're asking me a question. I'm trying to answer it.
No, then answer the question yes or no. It's simple. Can you do that?
Does he know?
Can you do that?
Can
you do that?
If you're trying to lie to people, it's disingenuous. If you're just
I'm not
ignorant,
lying.
that's
I
okay
said,
to
are
the
you
facts.
calling me?
If you don't know
Are
the
you
facts,
calling me? If I don't know your facts?
no, those are the facts.
Guess what? Donald Trump thinks that more people came to his inauguration than Barack Obama. There was a picture.
What does that have to do with what we're just talking
I'm
about?
saying because you're talking to me about facts and disingenuous.
All right, guys, we just got done with the 2020 Women's March. Had a lot of fun debating people out in the street. They were not very happy with our approach of the conversation talking about the economic gains of women because that's the number one thing, because women have the same rights as men in the United States. Can't say the same about other countries. Now, you guys, let me know what you thought about the video. Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you like this video, please hit that like button and please consider subscribing to see more. Thanks.
What's going on, guys? This is James Klug here. We are. What's going on, Flex? How you doing?
Hello, James Klug. I love your sign.
You love it.
Everyone's
Look.
looking at us.
We are at the 2020 Women's March, talking to people about how women are just doing great with Trump as president. Now, Fleckus isn't a part of my video, but good seeing you, man.
Good seeing you too. Go walk out there, stay safe, keep it 100.